Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Wednesday, the 7th of September. I'm James Spann. We've got an array of scattered, random showers and storms across the state today. A pretty good shot of dry air comes in tomorrow for the northern half of the state, and then looks like a pretty good wet down on Friday into parts of the weekend. But a big change next week. We'll get a first maybe really good taste of fall by about the middle part of next week. So a lot of things on the plate today. Let's go right to the upper air look. Very familiar situation today. We have a strong upper high that is anchored over the western states where they're hot and dry. And over the east, we have troughing. That's the reason it's been kind of cloudy-ish and showery for the past several days here. Take a look at the visible satellite view. And it's a mix of sun and clouds across the state today. And within that, we have some pockets of convection. This is the regional radar composite doing this update at 2:34. And you can see showers in scattered pockets across the state, some of the more widespread rain across the northwestern counties. Here's a look at the radar coming from Birmingham, and you can see a number of showers, especially west of I-65, and they're dropping southward today. Some of the heavier showers into parts of Marion, Winston, Walker, Fayette, Lamar, Pickens, Tuscaloosa County. Got some pretty good showers just moving into Northport. Heavier storms out around Coker and Elrod. Showers extending down into parts of Greene and Hale counties. The Birmingham Metro got a few small spotty showers north of downtown Birmingham. Heavier shower near Adamsville. And again, doing this update live at 2:35. And got a few widely scattered showers on the eastern side of the state. There's one up on top of Chandler Mountain above Steele. And got a few spotty showers in parts of Calhoun County. And again, these will continue for the next several hours, and they could basically pop up anywhere, and they'll gradually diminish once the sun goes down later this evening. Temperatures are in the 80s in most spots today. We've got 84 in Birmingham, 84 for Dothan and Huntsville, Mobile 87. We'll see Friday probably will be in the 70s all day because of clouds and rain. We'll check the watch warning map across the country. We've got the east quiet. In the west, we've got heat issues and also some wildfire issues there. All the colors there representing that upper high that's in place. Also a chance of severe storms from parts of Oregon into Montana through tonight. And also a marginal risk defined now for parts of southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana. Tomorrow, a marginal risk around Duluth, Minnesota. And day 3, which is Friday. No organized severe weather expected across the country, but again down here, Friday looking relatively wet. And speaking of rain, this is the rain for the next 7 days. In our state, the amounts generally between 1 and 2 inches. And a lot of this will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And again, we're going to get into a very dry air mass beginning Tuesday of next week. In fact, really a good chunk of next week looking dry with cooler nights and lower humidity. More about that coming up in a few minutes. So in the tropics, we have 2 hurricanes on the board. Earl and Danielle in the Atlantic have a tropical wave with a high chance of becoming a depression or storm soon in the next 48 hours, and a weaker wave that is off in the far eastern Atlantic. Here's a look at Hurricane Earl, top winds 85 miles an hour. This will be passing east of Bermuda tomorrow night, possibly as a major Category 3 hurricane. They'll be kind of side-swiping the island, then becoming post-tropical by Sunday and Monday in the cooler waters of the North Atlantic. No threat to the United States. Look at the path on Danielle. That's an interesting system here. This thing becomes post-tropical soon. It's not really a classic warm course system. Going to do the hokey-pokey and loop around and finally head toward Portugal as a weak subtropical depression early next week, and obviously no threat to the United States. Here's the 5-day outlook, and again, you can see those 2 waves in the eastern Atlantic. The lead wave is Invest 95L, and no concern here. That will be recurving out into the Atlantic, and that's the basic idea for all of these. And again, we just don't see a tropical threat to the Gulf Coast or the Atlantic coast of the United States, at least for the next 7 to 10 days in this pattern. Understand, we've got a long way to go here. The hurricane season runs through the end of November, but sure looks quiet, and we are right now in the core. I mean the core of the season. So model fans, Here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And note that upper low beginning to form on the Gulf Coast, but we'll have a little intrusion of dry air, and we're getting good consistency in this idea. So for a pretty good chunk of the state, we think tomorrow will be dry. The sky mostly sunny with highs in the mid to upper 80s. And there could be a few showers over southeast Alabama and near the Gulf Coast, but even there, probably not that many. But a decent chunk of the state tomorrow dry. But don't get used to it, because on Friday, deep moisture surges northward. We'll see very high precipitable water values. There's a weak surface low that's over South Louisiana. And Friday should be a fairly wet day. Not going to rain all day, but periods of rain likely. Maybe some thunder, not expecting anything severe. But in that type of air mass, the showers will be very efficient rain producers. So some spots could see heavy amounts of rain, and there might be a few isolated flooding problems that pop up because the ground is saturated. So keep that in mind. And again, we'll probably stay in the 70s all day Friday because of clouds and showers. Now, for the weekend, the moist air mass goes nowhere. It'll be an ocean of humidity. So we'll see a number of showers and thunderstorms around on Saturday. Not going to rain all day. The sun might peek out at times, but be ready for occasional showers and maybe some thunder if you're planning an outdoor event or if you're attending an outdoor event, like a football game. And really the same thing on Sunday. Scattered to numerous showers and storms, highs low to mid-80s, a lot of clouds around. But next week, the pattern changes. Come on now. This is Monday, and dry air begins to work in. Showers could be confined to the eastern and southeastern counties of the state on Monday. And then on Tuesday, a really dry air mass drops in here. Dew points come way down. The sky will be sunny, no rain, highs low 80s, just like fall. And a week from today, this is Wednesday the 14th, troughing over the east, and again, a very refreshing air mass in place. Many, many spots will likely start that day in the 50s. That's Wednesday morning of next week, a week from today. The sky will be sunny, highs in the 80s. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday the 17th, an upper high beginning to build, and we're still dry. So it sure looks like, for those of you needing a dry spell, and a lot of folks in agriculture do need one, you're going to get that. Tuesday of next week all the way through that following weekend. At this point, looks dry and very seasonal. Here's a look at the rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble. The mean is under 2 inches, and quite frankly, a lot of that is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. After that, things look dry for a while. This is valid through the 23rd of September. National blend of models. You can see the high Friday dropping to 81, 82 Saturday. And again, a lot of places will be in the 70s all day because of clouds and rain. But at deal Tuesday of next week, the high of 81, that's not because of clouds and rain. That is an air mass change. And then by Wednesday morning, we've got 62 there for Birmingham, but many spots are going to be in the 50s. It's going to feel great. Just really, really nice weather all of next week. And hot off the presses, got the brand new Cpc Outlook here. This is for September 15th through the 21st. Temperatures, if this works out, a little above average here, below average out there over the western third of the country. And again, don't expect anything excessively hot, but we all know it can be hot this time of the year. Hey, let's throw some Pepsi Kid Cam video today. So a Classical Conversations homeschool group. They meet up at the Bible Methodist Church in Tarrant. I love the homeschool groups because you got the kids and you got the moms and some of the dads in there. And we had a great time today, so a big shout out to my friends for a fun time earlier today. We had a great, great visit. Let's see, looking at the schedule, tomorrow I will be at Leeds Elementary School tomorrow morning. It is a very busy time of the year. And once again, don't forget we have a book signing that's going to be coming up on Saturday in Huntsville. And that's going to be a lot of fun. For those that have not been to those, we take a lot of pictures. We have just a lot of fun. And we hope to see a lot of folks up there. And again, that's going to be Saturday from 10 until 1. And again, details are up on my Facebook page. We'll have notes over on the blog. That is alabamawx.com. And if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Call Alabama Professional Services. Standing water or high humidity? Call APS. Nasty odors or dangerous mold? Call APS. Critters, bugs, or other pests? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Call Alabama Professional Services today.